Right, and now we are back with a brand new predictions video for tonight at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view match for tonight. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've found 5 matches, which is quite low. So they're probably going to add more on. There'll probably be some shenanigans and all that. But we'll go for the 5 and I'll talk about that next. Out of the 5 we know, we have The Miz takes on Otis. And the winner is Money in the Bank. Now my event, why is it Miz? Why Miz? Miz has been Money in the Bank winner before. So my money is on Otis. If it was Morrison, that may be different. Not Miz. No, not the Miz. Morrison deserves it more. And Miz has had all that reign. He's had that fun. Morrison hasn't. So my money is let Otis retain. And I guess Morrison will get involved. Tucker might get involved. Mandy Rose might get involved. Or the shebang. Or the canal. Or the joys. Match number 2 we know is the brand new return Elias takes on Jeff Hardy. I think this match was when Elias was before Elias left. Yeah, he apparently was attacked by Jeff Hardy. Remember that scenario? And Braun saw it and he was like, oh, that's no. So my money is on Elias to retain. Not retain, to win, not retain. He's not winning. Elias to beat Jeff Hardy because he's just returning. A nice win will go a nice win to go with that little album thing he's done. Would give that a little push, boost that up. Match number 3 I know, which is a Hell in the Cell match, is Bayley versus Banks. I guess it's gonna be Hell in the Cell. Now I said Banks would, with my last pay-per-view, I said Banks would beat Bayley. That was at SummerSlam. This is not SummerSlam. This is Hell in a Cell. So I want Bayley to retain, not Banks. Have this go on till I don't know, WrestleMania. What's after Hell in a Cell? Oh, Survivor. I mean, even to Survivor Series. Maybe I say to Survivor Series. So have Bayley beat Banks and retain her title. The next match is also Hell in the Cell. It's Drew McIntyre takes on Randy Orton again. I really, really want Randy to win. Desperately, I would love to see Randy Orton win. I would desperately love to see Randy Orton win, but because Randy Orton, he'd say he won't until he gets attacked on the win. That's something they thought the ambulance looked stronger than Drew McIntyre. An ambulance, you know. And so if Randy wins, I'll be over the moon. But Drew and Drew again. The next match I know of is another Hell in a Cell I Quit match. Roman Reigns takes on Jey Uso. I like this with the I Quit stipulation because Roman's thing with Jey is he wants to be called as a tribal chief, but Jey is like, no. So if he says I quit, that's like him calling him the tribal chief in a way. Kind of. Now, Jey's got a lot of heart. Jimmy might be at ringside, or he might be in the crowd watching, or I might be watching backstage. I might keep going back to Jimmy, watching him. And maybe, not to me, how you call it? Naomi might watch as well. But my money is on Roman Reigns, you know. Roman Reigns to win, to regain, have him go to WrestleMania, and he'll take on whoever wins the Rumble. They're probably going to make it Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar might return and get his own back on them, and it'll be Brock versus Roman again. So there you have it. My pay-per-view matches, I will go for them one more time. Only 5 though. Otis will beat The Miz. Elias will beat Jeff. Bayley will beat Banks. Roman will beat Jey. Drew will beat Randy, but I want Randy to win. So Drew, Roman, Bayley, Elias, and Otis. Otis. What a way to say that. There'll be some turkey involved. Maybe some caterpillars. Thank you for watching my quick pay-per-view, but there's probably going to be more matches. There might be a Raw, there'll probably be a tag team match, and then with Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax taking on Dana Brooke and Liv Morgan, or maybe Lana, or maybe Ruby Riott. What other titles is it? US title? Maybe. But we'll see what happens tonight. I'll see you in my next video, whatever it may be, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.